10 happiest countries in the world. Switzerland. This country has moved over 3 spots this year. Here, everything is voted on, from how many vacations to how many immigrants they should have in the country. As they have a system of direct democracy, this country feels that they have an unparalleled sense of participation in the sense of the evolution of their country. Iceland. This country ranks high in terms of proportion of the respondents who say they count on their fellow citizens when the going gets rough. This perhaps became most noticeable in the wake of the country's post-2007 financial collapse and subsequent regeneration. One would think that the everlasting flood of American tourists into Reykjavik might have dealt a setback to the residents' happiness. While it may be harder for them to get that dinner reservation than it used to be, but when it comes to well-being, they are unfazed. Perhaps it may also have to do with the fact that they can always escape the city to a countryside that looks like another planet. New Zealand. There is a rivalry between this country and Australia, and the fact that the latter did not make it just adds more fuel to the rivalry. According to the Condé Nast Traveller's readers year after year say that the Kiwis are warm and welcoming people. And according to the UN, that comes from the satisfaction from their workplace. And also, that the country has vast beaches, vineyards and mountains for a great outdoor life as well. Luxembourg. Around 1,000 people in the UN rate their quality of life from a scale of 1 to 10, while researchers cull data from other factors. This country has made quite the leap in an upwards direction, as it was ranked 14 on this list until last year. They have a population under 6 million, yet they offer high salaries along with a social security system which helps them after retirement. But don't think that money is buying happiness for them. This country has several perks which are not related to cash itself. They have a mandatory 5-week vacation time which ensures a proper work and life balance, along with a great healthcare system as well. Austria. This country has made the cut with high scores in its life expectancy and their GDP per capita. Nowhere in the world quite compares to this country. The natural and urban attractions are just an add-on to its spectacular nature. Biking is their favorite place to get around this country, which just adds on to their happiness meter. And let's not forget, it is a wine country after all. Sweden. This country has remained in the 7th spot this year, and the reason is their high GDP per capita. But it is not the sole reason either, as this country emphasizes on social equality. It is built into the education system and starts in kindergarten. They offer 16 months of paid family leave that can be split between a couple once they welcome a new member in their family. And they even offer free daycare, which makes it a great country for women and single fathers as well. Well, according to this list, we understand that countries that offer an emphasis on work-life balance have a happier populace. Netherlands. The happiness levels of this country have barely changed between the years 2005 and 2019. For this county, happiness starts really young. According to a 2013 report by UNICEF, they state that Dutch children are the happiest in this world. According to a number of metrics that are related to educational, well-being, safety and health. Vincent van Gogh is an exception rather than being the rule. Norway. This country held the top spot till 2017. At the same time, there is not a lot to complain about here. They have a mix of a well-integrated government welfare system and a thriving economy which was built on responsible management of its natural resources. This means that very few are left behind, and the feelings of social support, trust in government, and economic well-being that come from that all add to overall happiness. Denmark. This country is hugely committed to renewable energy production. For example, they had 39% of their energy generated from the wind in 2014. This country is home to the world's most bike-friendly city, and their coastline needs a lifetime to explore. This country's happiness to a number of different categories, including trust in the government, economic security, freedom, civil participation, and work-life balance. Finland. This country has maintained its rank for the third time in a row. This country ranks amongst the top in their education systems in the world, and they occasionally beat countries like Japan, South Korea and Singapore. A lot of the educational success comes from a widespread reverence for teachers that need a state-funded master's degree. They also have a pedagogical system that focuses less on quantitative testing and more on experiential learning and equal opportunity.